Everyone, I'm Aylin. Just like every Thursday, we are here again this week with a new topic, which is the importance of evacuation during a fire. So let's begin. So as an introduction, emergency situations like fires are critical events where every second counts. So the most effective way to minimize causalities in such situations is through well-planned and correctly executed evacuation procedures. However, a successful evacuation isn't just about the presence of exit doors. It also depends on well-designed evacuation plans and effective emergency announcement and guidance systems, and also the proper management of people's behavior during a crisis. So in this presentation, we will discuss how to ensure safe and rapid evacuation during a fire, the critical role of systems and human factor in this process, and how this information is applied with real-life examples. So first of all, preparing evacuation plans is such an important factor. So creating an evacuation plan is not just about drawing a diagram. It's about establishing a holistic system that analyzes risks and ensures people can leave the building as quickly and safely as possible. So a good evacuation plan should be created with some steps. So first of all, risk analysis, identifying areas in the building where a fire is likely to occur, such as electrical panels, kitchens, archives, or etc., and analyzing high concentration points, such as meeting rooms or open offices, and also take into account people with disabilities, the elderly, or those requiring special assistance. And secondly, determining escape routes. So at least 2 alternative escape routes should be planned for each area, and escape routes should be short and understandable, and also should be free of obstacles. Also, it should be easily accessible in emergencies. So third step is planning emergency exits. So exit doors should open outwards and should be unlocked and easy to open, and also paths to exits should be clearly marked, such as exit signs. So the fourth step is preparing visual evacuation plans, such as on floor plans. The "you are here" point should be marked, or escape directions points should be indicated with arrows, or fire equipment like fire extinguishing systems, alarm buttons, or etc. should be specified, and these plans should be posted in places where everyone can see them. So fifth step is emergency announcement and direction alert systems. So people should be directed using a voice announcement system. This makes the system, in case of a panic, clear, short, and understandable messages should be used. And also visual directions should be supported, such as illuminated exit signs, maybe. So the sixth step is determination of assembly areas. So a safe point outside the building should be selected, and it should be clearly determined where all employees will gather, and a system for taking attendance should be established. So these all are significant steps. And seventh one is training and drills. So employees should be informed about the evacuation plan, and regular fire drills should be conducted also. And this setup improves people's behavior during a crisis. So the last one is continuous updating. So the plan should be updated as the office layout changes, or new employees should be trained, maybe new employees attended, and these employees should be trained also. So here, as you can see in a diagram, the fire situation is described. So first of all, fire initiation comes, and the detectors will detect the smoke, heat, or flame and transfers the signal to the fire alarm control panel. And the system integrates with the other environmental systems. It must be integrated with. So the alarm systems should be used, notification systems should also be used, and smoke control systems such as fans, pressurization. The smoke will evacuate it in case of a fire, in the event of a fire. And extinguishing systems can also be used, and it should be, such as sprinkler systems or FM 200 gases maybe. So all of them ensures a safe evacuation. So also we will talk about the relevant standard clauses, the EN 5414. So places where emergency announcement systems are used in the clause 6.6.1. So the method of notifying people in the building of the alarm must be consistent with the fire alarm response strategy. Fire alarm response strategies vary considerably across Europe, and therefore it is important that they are clearly documented prior to design. And any alarm that needs to be perceived by untrained persons, such as the general public, must be done at least by audible means. And these should be alarm devices or an audible alarm system as appropriate with these standards. And also in areas where audible alarms may be ineffective, where background noise is excessive, or where hearing protection is likely to be compromised, visual and/or tactile alarm devices should be used to supplement audible alarms. So in areas likely to be used only by hearing impaired persons, procedures should be implemented to inform them of the alarm, and visual and/or tactile alarm devices should be used to supplement audible alarms. So the role of emergency announcement systems. So emergency announcement systems play a critical role in guiding people quickly, accurately, and in a controlled manner during emergencies such as fires, and especially in moments of panic, people not knowing what to do poses a serious risk. And this is where announcement systems manage the process. So the key roles of emergency announcement system, first of all, providing early warning, quickly informs everyone inside the building as soon as a fire is detected, and ensures the danger is noticed and prevents delay. And secondly, guiding people. So it tells people which exits to use, and it can provide guidance to alternative escape routes, and also gives clear instructions such as use the nearest exits or do not use the elevators, etc. And also panic management. So in a crisis, in a critical moment, people may panic and make wrong decisions, as we mentioned, and calm and clear announcement must be announced, and it maintains order and reduces the risk of stampede. And the other one is coordinating the evacuation process. So it can ensure evacuation is carried out floor by floor or area by area, zone by zone maybe. So thus congestion and crowding are prevented. And also continuous information, as we mentioned before. The information is updated with new announcements as the situation changes maybe. For example, maybe the fire is under control, or do not use a specific area, specific floor. And lastly, support for special circumstances. So special arrangements can be made for individuals with disabilities or those in need of assistance maybe. So these are the important ones. So as can be understood from the provisions of the regulation and standards regarding emergency announcement systems. So in the event of a fire in buildings where evacuation is difficult, the evacuation of people or their movement to safe areas within the building must be ensured by broadcasting voice messages. And to serve this purpose, the necessary equipment to provide an audible alarm should be installed in the announcement system or in the building. And announcement and alarm matrix panels should be installed to control the audible alarm and announcements from the fire alarm system. So thanks to this equipment, integration between the fire alarm system and announcement system should be ensured, and allowing the announcements to be used as an emergency audible alarm. And also, thanks to this alarm matrix panels, it's compatible with intelligent addressable fire alarm control panels. And cause and effect scenarios based on fire information can be established, and the desired outputs can be activated in case of an event. So by triggering the audible alarm and announcement system with these outputs, different combinations of messages, scenarios, or previously recorded in the emergency announcement unit can be announced to different areas. So ensuring that the people in the building are correctly informed and guided. So furthermore, trained personnel can use the announcement microphones or intelligent addressable fire alarm control panels to convert live messages into announcements and directly into a voice alarm and announcement system via the matrix panel channel. And in other words, announcements can be made by authorized personnel via intelligent addressable fire alarm panels, even outside of cause and effect scenarios. So trained personnel can also select the area or areas to be announced via the system on the intelligent addressable fire alarm control panels. So as a result, today in most buildings where there is a high concentration of people, evacuation is difficult, and the number of users, their characteristics, and the building's construction area and height exceed the criteria specified in the Clause 81, paragraph 7 of the Regulation on Fire Protection of Buildings. The management and control of intelligent addressable fire detection systems and audible alarm and announcement systems are of critical importance for the safety of life and property also. So ensuring this control using appropriate solutions and products according to the criteria set by regulations and standards. This will provide correct and effective protection and also operation. So that's all for today. Thanks for your participation. See you again next week at 11 a.m.